This is my FL5 Type R,
and it's one of 4 cars that will be showing on the automotive industry's biggest stage, SEMA. And last time you guys saw this car, we were installing the VARS kit, which consisted of a carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber front lip, and carbon fiber wing. Now today we're gonna be finishing this car up and getting it ready to be displayed at the raised booth at SEMA. But before we get started, we have one more part from one very special place that we have to pick up. Let's go.
Starting route to Apexi.
One of my favorite things to do in Japan is always visit the OG JDM shops that made the industry what it is today. But in the US, it's a little harder to do that. But for us in California, we get a little bit lucky. Today we're heading to a JDM shop called Apexi or Apex Integration.
Well, this is definitely it. This is so cool to see.
Immediately after walking in, you get the 90s and 2000s JDM vibes. There's old school memorabilia scattered, parts and posters everywhere. It really feels like a slice of Japan here in the US.
This is cool, man.
So
whoa, no
all
way.
Of our Apex N1 Evolution dampers, we can overhaul them. If customer wants to return it to get it fixed or different valving, we can put new oil in it.
Sick. So you guys do a lot of stuff in-house.
Yeah, and there's a suspension dyno.
Wow.
Man, I had no idea you guys had all this like in-house here. This is so
we
cool.
do. So yeah, we have a lot of replacement springs to all the housings for the coilovers.
Yeah, this is cool, man. You guys are still pretty like into the motorsports scene.
We are, yeah.
Wow, look at the dude.
I had no idea all this was here. This is crazy.
This is our staff Apex demo car made for drift, and we kind of wanted to replicate the D1 styling.
Right, I can
It
tell.
was built last year, finished it, and it was at final belt. There was just some little sliding around, but yeah, we wanted to keep like the originality.
Yeah,
of
it's
that
so rad, man.
2000s.
So let's talk about Apexi. Apexi was founded in Japan back in 1992. They started developing and manufacturing top quality aftermarket exhaust systems and upgrades for your cars. One of Apexi's most notable car builds has got to be their demo RX-7 that competed in D1 GP. It's so cool to see Apexi still here in the US developing some of the industry's top quality parts. This is their 8.6 that they're currently building to test at Global Time Attack this year.
That's pretty cool, man. It's so cool that we have something like this in the US, you know?
My audience always gets to see things in Japan. Well, it's like a little bit of
Japan here in the US, which is super cool.
Tried to keep it kind of authentic.
Yeah. We're here for one big reason, and that's a new Apexi exhaust for the FL5 for SEMA. You guys have some pretty cool systems out for that car, right?
Let's check it out. So this isn't mine specifically, but this is sort of mine. Same design.
Same design.
Like the signature Apexi.
Right. It's a little unique compared to other people where they just rivet onto, you know, direct to the pipe. You can see over here it's kind of a little bit more gapped out.
Right.
So the titanium doesn't change color from the heat. So you don't have to worry about, oh, my tips are a different color now after 2-3 months later. Especially for this one, you got the nice brackets. Well, it's not on here right now, but
When we install it.
Once you install it, you'll probably see it more. But we have the valve. I think that's a little bit more different from other companies that doesn't have valve systems.
Right, so this one does use the factory valve, right?
Right. So you have the factory functionality. You don't need other fobs or you don't need other components to make the valve work. You can just go straight to install and then, you know, start the car.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Super, super nice. And once we get back to the shop, we'll unbox the full exhaust and show you guys the difference. But
I'm gonna give you a quick look here at Apexi. Super rad, man.
well, it was time to grab the exhaust, but I wanted to look around just a little more.
But
Same as in Japan, it's so cool to find a little piece of that here.
this is crazy. Oh my gosh. This is a relic right here, dude. That is so cool.
So those are like 15 years old.
Yeah.
They're pretty old.
OG.
Yeah. So,
So
we
this-
found some dead stocks in overseas. They're like, what do you want to do with them? We're like, oh, bring it over.
Yeah, that's so cool. So for those, unfortunately the RX-7 isn't here, but this is kind of like one of Apexi's flagship cars, right?
Right. It's our popular D1 GP car.
That's so cool.
Came to US as well and competed at Formula D around mid-2000s.
Stuff from like parts to memorabilia in here, ECU tuning stuff. Wow. Man, this is so cool. I like this.
Kind of a memorable stuff that we
Like the old magazine frames and stuff too. Dang, that's funny. Wow, I love seeing all this stuff, dude. This makes me geek out so hard. This is so cool.
raised mag wheels.
Oh my
from
gosh.
the AP racing era. So when they used to do, now they call it Super Taikyu, or they branched off to Super GT styling, but these are the actual wheels back in the day. So
oh my
if you pick it up, it's you know, way lighter.
Ultra light.
Yeah.
Man, so many cool things in here.
They used to also make exhaust system for buses.
That's what this is?
Yeah, there's a Cadillac
kidding
in
me.
the front.
This is for a bus.
This is a bus, is a muffler, yeah.
Japan, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm geeking out right now.
There's a good one right here.
That's
At least once you open it, you can change it to the Vertex Aero kit. You can also change out the engine bay.
That's
so it's
so
top
sick.
mount.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now it has a factory Mazda speed body kit, but then you could just swap it out to the Vertex.
Yeah, you can like actually modify the car in here.
Right.
That's so cool. Maybe we should give it away to a viewer.
Oh yeah,
Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah.
Okay, you guys got to stay till the end of the video and we'll tell you guys how to win one of these old
Apexi little car modified kit things.
So rad. So with that, we got the new Apexi exhaust, loaded it up, and started the drive back to the shop to get started.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you so much. All the little memorabilia. I love it, dude.
TK, it's very nice to meet you again.
I'll see you at SEMA?
Yes,
Fine.
I really
See you next
appreciate
week,
it. Yeah.
Mission success.
Time to head home and finish up this FL5. Well, we've made it home and I feel like we can just hop right into it now. So, you guys know how much I love my FL5, but if there's one thing that this car needs, it's sound. And today, we probably have the best exhaust that you can buy for the FL5 right now.
Oh yeah, I'm so stoked we get to show this to you guys. This thing is going to be freaking fantastic.
So as you can guess, from piping to hardware to gaskets, Apexi supplies everything you need and the quality is top notch.
As you can expect from Japanese manufacturers, the build quality on this exhaust is literally insane. It is absolutely beautiful, down from the mid pipe all the way to the tips. Once we're gonna move the cardboard once the exhaust is installed, because I definitely don't want to scratch these up. These are beautiful, and we have the really cool valve system right here. This exhaust has a really unique design, which we'll talk about once this exhaust is on the car. As you can see, 2 different size mufflers. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
But that's what makes this exhaust so freaking cool. So let's go ahead and give you guys the revs of the OEM exhaust, and now we'll get started installing a new Apexi exhaust. So, as you guys heard, there's a lot more noise to be had. So I went ahead and gave you guys a rev in comfort mode, which is valves closed, and then revs in plus R mode, which to me doesn't make that big of a difference. But today we're gonna be changing that with the new Apexi Evolution exhaust. It's going to be fantastic. Go ahead and rip into the OEM one. So beginning with the FL5 exhaust. If you were or are also an FK8 owner, you'll notice that the FL5 has a functional rear diffuser. Pretty cool. We remove that first. Easy enough. The cool thing about this is that I know aftermarket manufacturers are gonna end up making new rear diffusers, and it's all so modular with this car. I feel like it's gonna be super sick. So big portion off. I think we can remove the exhaust now.
So all this is just one big fat piece that's gonna get replaced, and oh man, I think we're gonna take this off too, maybe.
Apexi does have an optional front pipe that you can get, but since we do already have the PRL one, we opted to just get the Apexi exhaust. So, oh yeah, also I figured I'd show you guys how freaking skinny this little itty bitty FL5 exhaust is. Makes no sense, but we're gonna get this little pea shooter off, and the new Apexi one is going to be infinitely better. And I'll give you guys a little comparison between OEM versus Apexi in just a bit. Let's go ahead and rip this guy off and we'll be good. last but not least, don't forget to undo your exhaust valve. And we should have a completely finished, loosened up OEM exhaust. Can I do this by myself? Yes! Oh God, yes. Easy, no pain, no suffering. FL5 exhaust off. Let's compare OEM versus the Apexi.
Quick sneak peek at the Apexi exhaust here. Already showed you guys a bunch, but I mean, back to back, there's a massive difference. Looks like it goes from a 2-inch to a 3-inch. Still keeps a resonator close to the front pipe, but it deletes a resonator in the back. And then of course, as we get here, we're gonna get rid of all this heavy nastiness and replace it with the beautiful Apexi mufflers up here. This is gonna be absolutely sick. So what I'm gonna do right now is something very important that you guys have to remember as well. We're gonna go ahead and reset our valve system right here, because if you don't, this will actually rattle when you put it on your new exhaust system. So I'll show you exactly how to do that.
When I plug this in about 5 seconds, this thing will factory reset back to the home position. So, oh, that's what you need to do. It takes 5 seconds. Okay, glad that actually worked. You guys know when like things are supposed to do things and then they don't? That usually happens to me, but that actually worked. Now, our valve sensor is good to be put in the Apexi exhaust.
All right, lucky for us, Apexi does send us out new valve hardware, which looks like it might go like, that looks more right. So we're gonna go ahead and install this, and then
Just like the exhaust, we're gonna start from the back and go forward.
and of course you guys know, new gaskets and everything. We should be set and ready to go to finish this guy up,
And then Tim should be back with one last thing that we have to do to the car. So
finish up the exhaust install.
and hear how this thing sounds.
Back to back, you can definitely see the quality and size difference of the Apexi Catback. To start, I installed their new supplied exhaust valve bracket. Once I installed the exhaust valve bracket, like I said, we're going to start from the front of the car and then make our way back.
That close, that close.
Once everything's done, the most important job is to nut and bolt check everything.
And just like that, the Apexi exhaust is installed. Dude, I love the dual tip exhaust. Tim Bro finally made it back with some special mods for you guys. But this is what I'm most stoked about. This is
sick.
Yeah, this is my favorite exhaust right here. This looks better than any other exhaust out there right now. And especially when we take off the cardboard and you guys see the titanium tips, which Tim hasn't even seen.
I don't even know what it is. Absolutely amazing. Now, before I completely button all this stuff up, we're gonna do a sound check and a leak test, just in case any of these spots are leaking where we put the new gaskets in. But first, you guys know, no dirty exhaust. We're gonna wipe this thing down and give her a first start. This exhaust design is super cool. So I wanna show you guys. If you come look down here, you can see the main portion of the exhaust with the smaller canister has the valve on it. This one is going to be the loud section of the exhaust. When the valve is open, the 3-inch exhaust is gonna go straight through and through the shorter muffler. Now, the cool thing about Apexi is they wanted to also minimize drone as much as possible. When the valve is closed, it's gonna push the air down to the smaller piping right here through the longer canister to give a more tamed sound and reduce drone by a ton. Their biggest thing that they told me was when they did exhaust or heard exhaust in the FK8, there's just a ton of drone. They wanted to minimize that for this car, which is the purpose of the valve, redirecting the airflow through the longer canister. But I'm excited to hear how this thing sounds in R+ mode because that's pretty much all we drive anyway. So almost done here. Okay, oh, we should do the honors. Let's do the, oh, that actually looks really, that lines up really nicely actually. Okay, you ready for this? Look at that. That is so sick. They do it this way to make sure that the tips don't change colors. The Apexi burn is so nice, dude. It's got the orange and the Apexi logo. Man, it's just so OG.
Yes. Oh, baby, that's good. It gives it that like
Old school JDM look, but with the new school JDM, that's
FL5. That is freaking sick. The dual canister was 100% the move. This looks freaking awesome. Okay, enough staring at it.
nice.
nice because you know how they get black?
Yep.
It won't get this part black.
Yep, it's gonna be okay. Enough staring at it. Let's freaking hear it. Timbro's gonna do the honors, give her the first start.
Now again, stock downpipe, going to be still quiet, but I think this is going to be so much better. It has the front pipe, yeah, it has the PRL front pipe.
This is going to completely change the driving experience of the Type R. So let's hear it. Go for it. Oh yeah. Okay, so valve is closed. That's valve closed right there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, whoa.
That sounds so awesome. So the valve,
It opens like,
that's what I was about to
doesn't
say.
stay open.
No, it doesn't stay open.
It opens when it gets to a certain RPM.
Yeah,
So we need that button.
we do need the button.
Or there's a valve system, whatever you want to call it, that you can have the valve all the way open all the time.
Because I can physically see the valve in here. When he revs it, it'll open, but it doesn't always stay open. Okay, give it some more revs. Let's hear it.
That is an awesome sound. I really, really like that.
Deep.
It's so deep.
Super deep.
Again, it's quiet. It does have the massive resonator and two big
It's not
mufflers.
under load, so it's probably gonna be completely different
Yeah.
under load.
All right, well, perfect. Everything works.
Check for leaks.
Nope, I gotta do that. Let's check it out. No air there. Good to go. Give her some revs again. So sick.
Apexi exhaust, good to go. We have one last and final mod to transform this car before SEMA.
Now it wouldn't officially be a raised SEMA car if we didn't have a fresh set of Bridgestone RE71 RSs and a new set of raised wheels, which they're going crazy this year.
Warning you right now, just get ready for the most aggressive, loud wheel you guys have ever seen, and we get to show it off for SEMA this year.
Timbro, I'll let you do the honors for that for everybody.
Do the honors?
Yep. I don't think anybody's
For the
ready.
most loud wheel you've ever seen come out of this shop.
I guess we're just gonna
I'm just gonna send it.
just send it.
That's what you get.
Yes, these are the new wheels that are going on the FL5 for SEMA. This is a brand new color by Rays called Mach Yellow, and they wanted to show off the Mach Yellow Rays 57 CRs, and we're gonna be running them on the FL5 for SEMA. Now,
Like I said, this is definitely the most loud, crazy wheel that we have ever ran, but it's very cool. It's very flashy. It's definitely gonna be an attention grabber at SEMA and something completely different that we have never done before. Also, this thing is gonna be blinging on the track with these yellow wheels. I'm so excited to see how this looks on the car, and
just like I said, it's gonna definitely be an attention grabber. You're gonna be able to see these wheels all the way from the hall over. It's gonna be shining in Central Hall at SEMA, dude. That's actually pretty crazy. Okay, so for now, yes, we are gonna be replacing the T37s with the Mach Yellow 57 CRs. And of course, shout out to our friends over at Bridgestones. On all of our SEMA cars, we are rocking the Potenza RE71 RS, and for the FL5, we are going to be running 265, 35, 18s, the grippiest, stickiest, best tires that you guys can get. So go ahead and take the T37s off and test out the new Mach Yellows.
When Rays told me they wanted to go crazy this year, they meant it. We even got some new lugs to go along with the wheels. The Mach Yellow gives us a whole new look to the car, and I'm actually really excited. We've been super fortunate to have cars at the Rays booth for the past few years at SEMA, and this is definitely the craziest we've gone.
Loud, bro. It's very loud.
It's SEMA.
Honestly, it doesn't look bad.
It doesn't. I feel like with the Sonic Gray, the yellow, like this is so dull that the yellow looks nice because it pops so much. Definitely an interesting choice.
will look good on the racetrack.
I feel like we just gotta lower her down and let's see how she looks. These are a little bit wider than our T37s. They have a little bit more of an aggressive offset. So we do have like a nice meaty look with these RE71 RSs, which looks super sick. So let's lower her on the ground and
See the official stance for the FL5. Put her on the ground.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Wheels definitely make a statement here. That sounds freaking awesome.
Sounds really, really, really good when it's on the road.
These are gonna get dirty.
Look how dirty they are already.
We should not drive this at all until SEMA. But the good news here is the car's done. We got it ready. We just gotta do decals, do a little mini livery for SEMA, and this thing's officially ready to be displayed at the largest stage in the automotive industry. That's absolutely insane. And we got 4 cars going. So now this is officially 2 out of the 4 cars finished, and we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have 4 days to go to finish two more, a lot. Wish us luck.
Pairing the exhaust with the wheels and tires was perfect. It's a great build with so many quality parts like Varis, Bridgestone, and Rays. I couldn't be any happier with how the Type R is turning out, and even if the wheels are a little crazy. Okay, video edited, we're good to go, and I realized I did not film an outro, and I have to do that. It has been so hectic with SEMA going on. We just finished up the WRX, which, by the way, tomorrow's video, the next video you guys see, which will be tomorrow, Monday at 10 a.m., is the reveal of the WRX, which we have all been so patiently and anxiously waiting for. But go ahead and end this video here on my phone because everything is dead and I'm exhausted. We got to go back to those Apexi little model cars because I'm going to pick one of you guys to win. And the way you can win this is, number 1, be a subscriber to the channel. You must be a subscriber. You have to like this video and comment down below what your favorite JDM car is. But guys, remember, you have to put your Instagram handle in the comment. If you don't do that, I'll not get in touch with you on Instagram and choose the winner. So make sure you leave me your Instagram handle and I'll choose a winner. Let's say I'll choose a winner and I'll DM you by Wednesday. So be on the lookout for your DMs. I'm going to send one of you guys the Apexi demo car or the model car. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Apexi and Rays for helping out the build for SEMA, and I cannot wait to see you guys there. I'm hoping a lot of you guys can stop by. We have 4 cars, the Type R at Rays, the R33 GTR at Advan Racing, Yokohama Wheels, the Z at Seibon, and of course the WRX at Maguire's. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, let me know what you think about the new video style. I'm curious. But we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out.